Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show all 5 fights that I had in this alliance war. This was against NY718. They ended up finishing number 1 in Masters in Season 3. And against those guys, you pretty much have to be sub 5 or 6 deaths. So they're very tough. So I think I had 5 fights. The main fight I had in this alliance war was Node 27 counter tactics. And it was a 565 Medusa. So this war was the war right after the war where I died to Century. If you follow my channel at all, or if you're in any chat that I'm in, I'm pretty much known for dying to Century now. That's kind of my thing. What a lot of people don't know, though, is in that same alliance war, I fought the 565 Medusa boss. And I didn't die, but it was a completely horrendous fight, and I should have died. And going into that fight, I was so stressed and so nervous, which has never really happened to me. I think the Sentry death kind of got in my head because that was just unacceptable. So here, basically, I'm just trying to build to 5 souls. The other thing with this war that was kind of interesting, it takes 8 moves to get from the first fight to node 27. And one of my alliance mates was kind of helping me with all those moves. So I ended up only having to use four moves to get all the way to 27. So the goal in every fight is to build a soul. And then the 4th fight is a power lock 1. The power lock 1 is a debuff, so I'm going to get to heal with willpower. So the goal ultimately is to use 0 potions and to have 100% health going into that Medusa fight. So a lot of people kind of rag on Morningstar as having to build the souls and that being kind of tough. But really, if you bring the synergy, I brought, in this case, both synergies, both Guillotine for the extra soul and Mephisto for the Power Start 1. Getting the souls is pretty easy. And also you can see the fights that I have are not too hard. I had a Hulk who's pretty straightforward to fight. I had a Karnak who's pretty much as easy as it gets. And then here I have a Kingpin. Kingpin's a little tougher because he is stun immune. Well, kind of stun immune. It's not very safe to attack him. So for the most part against Kingpin, I'm trying to bait heavies. So I'm not able to take advantage of her heavy and the power gain, but he's pretty good about throwing his special 1, so it's not too bad. So most of this fight is just baiting heavies. Once I get to 5 souls, then I'm good. Then her SP1 damage does a ton. You can also see I have 17k PI. I'm basically fully boosted because I know that these 5 fights are my entire alliance war, and because of the help of my alliance mates, I'm going to be able to get through my path without having to reboost. So that's actually very important. So there you can see I stunned him and he didn't shrug it off, but her stun with 4+ souls is so long that I was actually still able to attack into him after waiting for quite a bit after he got parried. So the next fight, this was a 6-star Mystic. It's going to be Jane Foster. And this is the Special Lock 1. And so again, the Special Lock 1 is a debuff. So I'm going to be able to heal off of it. So I start the fight with 89% health. It should be pretty easy to get to 100. So you can see how much I'm healing. Plus her life steal also helps. So I actually messed up and used an L1 into her block. And I think Jane Foster actually has some energy resistance. You can see that those special 1 hits are only doing 2,600 damage per hit, which is really low. Usually, if there's no energy resistance, it's around 4,000. I wasn't even trying to retaliate her special 1s. I was just pretty much playing it super safe. Actually, well, there I did. And I think I did it here too, yeah. So she's almost down. I didn't get a crit on any of those hits, but that's okay. I did take some block damage, but I still end up, so I have 100% health going into kind of what for me was the main event, and that was the Medusa on counter tactics. So there she is. So counter tactics, you pretty much do not want to get hit. If you get hit, you can get wrecked. It does have breakthrough, which actually for Morningstar is one of the few champs that breakthrough against Medusa doesn't help because the fights are so short. It actually hurts me. So I think I put on a little Mystic Boost. I never really use these. So I think I actually had one in Overflow, so I threw that on. And I threw on an Invulnerability Boost against Medusa. While Morningstar is an amazing counter to her, but if she's not throwing her specials, you can get messed up in the L2 cycle, and you can either get yourself to 3 bars of power, which is disastrous, or end up pushing her to 3 bars of power. So block, use the heavy, she gains a fury, and I have 2 bars of power, so I'm just kind of waiting for her to get her living strands. She actually used a special, which is pretty rare. So you can see 15k per hit on the special too. So she's almost down to 50%. And I'm still at 100%, so pretty good start. I was very happy with this. Got off another special too. She's already down to 18%. And we're only 40 seconds into the fight. 5-hit combo, SB1. That hit crit for 23k. That was insane. So thank you for watching.